Hey everyone, today we're going to be making apple banana bread. Really delish. So for starters, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 and then we're going to start getting this thing going. I'm going to start mashing bananas first. And as you can see, I'm using really ripe bananas. They should be blackish and spotting. The more black you can get them, the more sugar and banana flavor you're going to get. So I love to save all the bananas that I never get around to eating and they let them get overripe. Lots of times, then I'll just throw them in the freezer. Then I have tons of bananas to do when I'm ready to make this. In this example, we have some really ripe fresh bananas, but we'll get them in a bowl. We'll chop them all up, get them really broken down so that when it's time to make the batter, they kind of evenly fold in. So we'll put that on the side. And now we're gonna kind of get all our dry ingredients ready. I got flour that's going in there. We got some baking soda. We got some baking powder that's gonna go in there. A little bit of salt, and then we've got some ground cinnamon that I'm putting in. Now I'm gonna sift this, and I wanna sift this so that any of the lumps can come out, but also it gives me an opportunity to get the baking soda, baking powder, salt, and cinnamon to kind of work its way into the mix overall. Got all the lumps out, now we're good to go. Okay, so we've got our bananas, we've got our dry, and now we're gonna start working with the creaming part. So we've got shortening going in there, and then we've got our sugar. And now I'm gonna blend this all together. Now the technique, or what we're doing here is this is called the creaming method. And so what I'm trying to do here is get the sugar and the fat very well incorporated, and I also want it to get light and fluffy. One thing you have to do constantly too is as you're whipping this, you're gonna get splatter, and you really want to take a moment every so often and scrape down. Now we've added some vanilla extract. We've got our eggs that are going in. I only added one because if I put both eggs, it might splash too much. So we'll get that incorporated. I'm gonna add the second egg in there. Get it all evenly blended in. It's looking good. And then we're gonna go ahead and start to combine all of the ingredients together. Scrape one more time. I'm gonna add my mashed bananas in. I gotta get all my wet ingredients together now. And now we're gonna incorporate the dry into the wet. And when you're making a quick bread, you don't want to overwork the flour into the mix because it will become tough. It is okay if there are small lumps. So I'm just trying to get this to come together, but I'm not trying to completely work it so it's massively smooth, because then again, if I overwork it, it will become tough. The nuts just went in. I'm just gonna work it so it's coming together. We're gonna go ahead and put some pan spray into our baking pans. These are 8x4-inch loaf pans. Got them on a sheet pan, and then we're gonna evenly divide the batter between the two pans. Once I put them in and they're evenly divided, I'm gonna kind of evenly work this batter so it's evenly portioned in the pan, and then I'm gonna get it in the oven. And we're gonna go every so often. I'm gonna check every 15 or 20 minutes. I might turn the pan so it bakes evenly. And then I'm gonna check it when a toothpick comes out clean, then we're good to go. So here we have our apple banana bread with walnuts, and if you're not familiar with apple bananas, it's something you really should try. It's a tart banana. It's like if you envision like a Granny Smith apple and a banana mixed together, it's really interesting, and they're very popular in Hawaii. I have seen them in Florida. So if you do see one and you're not from Hawaii, you should definitely try one. They're called manzana bananas, right? Which is apple banana. But the thing about making banana bread is you want to use bananas that are super ripe. If you can let these turn black, your banana bread's going to be amazing. And if you don't have apple bananas, Williams bananas will work fine. They're just going to be more of a traditional banana bread. I put walnuts in these. You can experiment with mac nuts or other nuts, but have fun with this. Super great great item to make for gifts for the holiday season. And what I do sometimes is I'll take slices and then I'll pan fry them in butter and serve them with vanilla ice cream. Delish. Anyway, for more recipes like this, visit us at foodland.com.